Hi Capricorn, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your July 2022 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, so as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic cross-spread as always, and also pulled the 4 agreements, a Wisdom of the Oracle, and Mudra card for you guys. We're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Right, so we have Pisces, and for you guys, that's your third house communication, short journeys, and siblings. We have Neptune there. We have 1, so that's your sign. Well, first house, that is. So first house will be your energy. Astrologically speaking, we have Pluto there, and it will be a full moon in your sign also around the middle of the month. And we have Mars. So Mars is actually going to be in Aries for the first week of July, then it's actually going to move into Taurus. So moving from your 4th house to your 5th house. All right, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started with the main spread. The main situation position, we have the 8 of Cups, which is Pisces energy, so we saw that in the dice as well. And then challenging that, we have the Queen of Swords and the Fool. So the way I'm seeing these energies play out could just be saying that, on the one hand, this could be saying that there's something that you're walking away from and you're just not quite ready to start the new thing yet. And if that's the case, I feel like for a lot of you, it could be around a work situation. But if it's not that, it could just be saying that maybe when you discuss to someone that you have plans to move on from a situation, they might try to come in with a new offer, right? So again, I'm feeling like for a lot of you, it will be more of a career thing. So let's say you put in your 2-week notice at the job, right? Because maybe you feel like it's not fulfilling anymore. Maybe you have a bit of burnout. And then they might come to you and say, hey, well, actually, we could offer you this other position, right? So then that might leave you a little bit torn. Like, oh, okay, I was ready to leave this behind. But this offer for a new position actually sounds more like what I'm interested in, right? So you could just be a little bit undecided on what your next move will be at that point. And for others, you could just be saying that you're ready to leave something behind, but you're not quite ready to start the new thing just yet. All right, in the foundation position, we have the Queen of Wands. So this is Aries energy here. So to me, it says that there's a bit of boldness to your actual moves that you're making, but at the same time, you do have that feeling of loyalty, right, and wanting to do right by everyone. So that's why I feel like you're thinking as you're going through these decisions. All right, in the past position, we have the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. So for some of you, this can point to a bit of a romantic connection situation as well, where maybe you felt like you were getting close to offering something serious, but then for whatever reason, you might have decided to just hold off on that and continue to remain single. But again, if this is around finances too, could be a similar thing, right? Where you might have felt like the financial goals that you had were just out of your reach. Like you felt like, okay, I'm on the right path, I'm coming close, and then all of a sudden you might have felt like it would get snatched away from you or the goalpost would be moved, something along those lines. All right, in the present position, we have the 9 of Wands. So yeah, like I said, it seems like you're a bit torn as far as, on the one hand, being sure that you want to leave the current thing behind, but not necessarily sure when you're going to be ready to start the new thing or what new thing you do want to start for that matter. And for some of you, this could just be pointing to the energy of the Sagittarius full moon that just passed. And so maybe that's what put you in that mood where you were kind of reflecting, trying to figure out what your next move should be. Because it was making a square aspect with Neptune. So there could have been some confusion around that time for sure. All right, and in your future position, we have the 6 of Swords. So this is Aquarius energy here, and it does seem to say that you will ultimately decide to move forward. For some of you, this could even just be saying, all right, you, let's say again, the job example, right? They say, hey, we have this new position we could offer you. And you might tell them, hey, I just need a little bit of time to think about it, and that could actually be genuinely what you're doing. But that's what I feel like I could see for some of you. For others of you, it could just be saying that you are decided that you're definitely going to move on for sure, but just not still sure what the next thing will be from there. All right, the position of your influence in the situation, we have the Magician. So I feel like ultimately this is saying that you do have the power to create the next thing on your journey that you're hoping to. But again, like I said, I feel like there's just more of, I feel like you have that confidence deep down too, given that we saw the Queen of Wands in Foundation. But again, it's just a matter of what's the next thing, right? So you might have a few things that you could see yourself doing, but you're not sure which one you're going to nail down just yet. All right, in the environment position, we have the Death card in reverse. So yeah, to me, again, I'm feeling like for a lot of you, this is a workplace thing, but let's say that that's what it is, right? If you say to them, hey, I'm putting in my 2-week notice, right, they might not want you to leave the position behind, so there could be some back and forth with them trying to get you to stay. Like I said, even if it's offering you a different job, but just with the same company. All right, in the hopes or fears position, we have the Tower and Judgment. So yeah, keep in mind, this is the hopes or fears. So I feel like for a lot of you, this could just be possibly actually a hope that something that may have fallen apart in the past, that you will be able to go back to it. So that could be what it is for some of you too. You might have actually chosen a different path for a while, and now you might find that a path that you were previously on is the one that you want to revisit. Yeah, it's primarily what I see there. All right, and in the outcome position, we have the Star, which is Aquarius energy, and the King of Swords, also Aquarius energy. So ultimately, to me, this says that you will be a lot more sure of yourself and know which direction you want to go in, and also being confident that it's the right decision for you. But it just might take you a little while to get there. Now, for some of you, this could even say that it might take you until we get to the time of the Aquarius full moon, which would be around the middle of August, for you to finally feel like you made the decision and you're confident in the decision. But at least we do see that it's on the horizon at the very least. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman. So yeah, kind of what I was seeing there, where, like I said, it looks like you guys are thinking things over, right? And maybe you've reached a conclusion already that you want to move on from something, but you just might not be sure what to do next from there. And beneath that, we even see the High Priestess, which to me is very similar energy. But beneath that, we see the Sun. So yeah, to me, this is saying that you're getting close to that point where you're finally going to make the definitive decision on what to do next. But now you could just feel like you're a bit in limbo. All right, moving on to your 4 agreements card, we have be impeccable with your word, speak with integrity. Okay, let's see. It says, say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. So yeah, I mean, I don't really see much contentious energy in this spread, but I guess that's a good message you could take with you at any time. So hopefully that resonated with you. All right. From the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, we have message in the bottom. There's the artwork, and the number is 15. So we'll see what this has to say. Okay, essential meanings. It says communication, a sign, a claydon, pointing the way to your highest good. The Oracle's message. Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in a language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this. Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. So yeah, pretty positive message there, especially because that makes me think of the Hangman and High Priestess energy, where it's just kind of telling you to stay tuned into your environment and be open to getting some intuitive insights. The relationship message says you can expect someone to favor you with positive news. This could be in the form of a letter, phone call, or email. You are the intended receiver of this message, so stay open to what you learn. Only good will come of it in the end. The signs are all there. So yeah, that doesn't even necessarily sound like it's a romantic relationship message, but just a message in general. So whatever resonates with you guys, in worst case, the love readings will be out next week. Okay, the prosperity message says you are on target for your you are on target with your purpose and your passion. You are coming into alignment with your destiny, and Spirit wants you to know that you're on the right track. Expect a call, a new opportunity, or a message from an old friend or business contact that will lead you closer to your dreams and greatest desires. Spirit has been listening to you. So yeah, pretty positive message there. And for some of you, maybe that's even intuitively something that you're feeling, right? Where you feel like, okay, I have to leave this thing behind, but I don't yet know where that road will lead, right? But you could just be feeling nudged to do it. So hopefully that resonated with you guys. And lastly, we have a Mudra for you. This is your Mudra here. It's the Matsya Mudra. And the keyword for it is integration. Okay, there's the info on it there. If you want to pause it to take a screenshot to read what it has to say. But under benefits, it says activates the body's self-healing potential, increases suppleness, improves concentration, generates feelings of devotion and compassion. So if that sounds like a Mudra you think would be beneficial for you guys, we'll put the name of it in the description of the video as always. We'll wrap up then. I'll see you guys next month. All right, bye.